Hello and welcome. I'm your Slasbar. We have like the little last bit of daylight out there. Slowly dying. Man, I got a hangnail, don't I? Wow. That's kind of wild. Didn't even notice it till I saw it on the camera. Anyway, we got the last little bit of daylight outside. So the light's like this cool, pale blue, very relaxing, very calming, very much in the vein of, boy, it would be really nice to just get some sleep, get ready for bed. It's telling your body, hey, the time has come. Time's come to get a little bit of rest. But that's not what we're going to do here because this is New Comic Book Day. And we got to talk about comic books. Now, we're not going to try to race the sun and finish the video before the sun goes down. But here in a minute, I will go like turn the actual light on and bring the light levels up, and everything will have like that nice warm red glow of incandescent lighting, because that's how I roll. Forget that ice cold, you know, disgusting mercury bulb stuff from fluorescent lights. If you didn't know, that's what powers a fluorescent light, by the way. It's got mercury inside of it. And it's basically like doing a mercury lamp, except they put a coating on it to knock the UV radiation down a little bit. So don't break any fluorescent tubes. Don't be like those wrestlers that crack fluorescent tubes over each other's backs. Those guys, absolutely, completely, totally crazy. Now, we do got a little bit of stuff to talk about that isn't this. Because, of course, you got to look around for interesting things to chat about. There's a lot of stuff going on out in the world. We're not going to talk about most of it because then this will be a news program. And I don't want to be the news program guy. I'm here to talk about comic books and those sorts of things. Because, I'm that kind of guy. I'm just a little bit that kind of guy. I'm just looking to see trying to remember what Brian talked about on his Twitch stream earlier, and maybe I'll just go sort of like Twitch. Oh Lord, I don't even know what his. It's not Rags Comics, is it? I think it used to be Ninja Style, but then he changed it. We'll just click around, and we're looking at this because I'm not ready to flip this open. Wow. Okay. Wow, Twitch. I didn't tell you to have audio. I hate that they did that. That they have like auto playing audio on the front page. It's so lame. Like, who wants to go to a website and immediately get your ears blasted? A bunch of stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Videos. Does he have VODs turned on? Yeah. Let's see. Start watching. What do we got going on here? We got an ad. That's what we got going on. He's not even live. And yet they give us ads. And I'm trying to remember like what was interesting in the stream because he talked about a lot of stuff. In fact, let me just go ahead. Let's see. Share screen. Chrome tab. Yeah, this one will be fine. Oh, wait, did I say to share the audio? Hold on. That we probably want the audio so we can actually hear what he's talking about. But we kept him very heavily distracted. Let's turn that on and turn that up. And let's unmute. Okay. So there is indeed some kind of sound going on here. Share tab audio. All right, hey. All right. We're going to hit mute now just for a second. Look at him actually doing like Final Fantasy stuff. What a nerd. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. He's talking about Wampool. So this was a whole thing, but here he is talking about Wampool. And I didn't realize it had been like 2 dang years now since Wampool #2. Like, that kind of blew my mind, that fact. Because it sure doesn't seem like it's been that long. But I guess it has been because the man said it was. Like, he pulled stuff up. And there's all sorts of weird um, stuff and related to like Science Wizard Comics and I almost said Indiegogo. That's not what I meant. Indie Planet. Indie Planet. Thank you, Brain. Where they shipped a book to a customer. Hey, Quake Nerd. How's it going? Where they shipped a book in like weird packaging like last year and The guy that runs Science Wizard Comics like got really mad and stuff, and this whole big drama mess, absolutely whole big drama mess. Kind of doesn't matter, but when we got to this point of the conversation, I just was like, really? It's been 2 years since Wanpole #2 came out. Makes me wonder what Troy's been up to. Now, Troy, the artist and also like the writer of this particular book, he had been having like some weird life situation stuff, and that's probably a big contributor to why we don't have issue 3 yet. Even though I'm waiting on issue 3, like you can't just leave me here at issue 2, bro. But he did. He has, and we're just kind of living that life, and it sucks. It sucks because his art's unique. Just a second, quick nerd. His art is pretty dang unique. The premise is like weird and kind of off the wall. Like it's got all the hallmarks, all the earmarks, whatever marks you like of being a title that like it at least achieves like cult status or something. So it's kind of blows my mind that issue 3 is not out yet, and I wish it was. What else are we talking about here? Da-da-da-da. Still talking about Josh, huh? Oh, then he actually started playing the game, and I forget what we started talking about after this. Something about Zach's Indiegogo campaigns and stuff, and how maybe he's listening to the wrong people about what they want. Because it seems like everybody, at least I know for myself, there's two things I would like, and that's like another Jawbreakers book with the original cast who all died in God King, and also item 2. I wouldn't mind another book in the Iron Sights series. Although Iron Sights 2, looking back on it, I don't think I had as much fun with that book as I did with Iron Sights 1. Let's turn some lights on, and then we'll talk to Quake Nerd here. All right. Because the sunlight is finally getting dim enough outside that I'm not sure you can actually see anything if I don't turn lights on. Hello, Quake Nerd. How far am I at Scourge of Armagon? I played through the second episode, second part of it. So I beat the first part, which... Hold on. I don't remember if it was the first part or the second part that had the giant machine that shot lightning everywhere. But I beat that, and I found the secret levels, and then I beat the second episode. Still got to beat the third one and finish it off. Presumably, the end of the third one is going to be like I fight Armagon. That's my guess. And schedule-wise, right now we're kind of subsisting. I don't have YouTube up where I can show, or I can take a look here. Hold on. Let me pull up my YouTube studio view. I may as well put the other screen away and just go to boop and let people look at the comic books. Let's see. Like I got a video going up like every Sunday for a week or two more. Yeah, here's research facility on the 19th. I played through the Lost Mine again because I did the secret level and I just kept going. And so the playing through the Lost Mine again is going to be this weekend. And then, is that right? Research facility was the end of the first episode. Okay, yeah, so that's the 19th, and then after that, I start the second episode stuff with a couple videos during the weekdays until I get through the second episode, and I'm hoping to finish off Scourge of Armagon and get through Act 3 this weekend sometime. We'll see how that goes, though. We'll see how that goes. Let's see, Brian, what else did we talk about on, or I guess I should say, did he talk about on the stream? Let's kind of look in here to see. Man, he hid the chat, so I can't see what the chat said. The gremlin, no, dude. Oh, dude. No. I love those gremlins. They make an awesome sound. Like, not lying. Those little gremlin dudes, they make such an awesome sound. I thought they were supposed to be hyenas at first. Like they were monkeys, and then they were sounding like hyenas, and I loved it. When I saw them, glee overcame me. They're way better than fighting those stupid blobby jumpy things from the base game that explode when they get close and you can't hit them because they're jumping all over the place. Those things sucked a whole lot. I don't remember what those were called, but whatever they were called, they suck. So these are last week's books. I haven't even read these, man. I've been so busy this past week. I didn't even read last week's stuff. Yeah, I know they steal my weapons. I don't care. I got other guns. I just shoot them with those other guns. When you got a million guns, it's all cool. There we go. Let me go turn my overhead light on real quick. I'm going to mute my microphone and I'll be right back. But yeah, I thought the little gremlin dudes in Scourge Armagon were a lot of fun. I thought they were pretty cool. Like, they're different. They're not super tough. You know, they take like 5 shotgun shots, I think, to kill. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Easier to kill than the ogres. Uh, they jump around. They move in interesting ways. They look cool. They sound cool. I really like fighting them. And then those big fleshy spike mine things were also kind of cool. Just pretty different. Pretty different. Let's see. I'm just looking here at Brian Ball's stream that I was hanging out on earlier to see if there's anything else comic book wise I wanted to talk about in that. Now, talking about following like fan art trends to grow or drive growth as an artist, and so yeah, nothing else here that's really worth talking about. The spike mines are pretty cool, but the spike mines don't laugh like a hyena. Like, I think that's kind of the thing that really sold me on the Gremlins was they hop in and they're going like they're little hyenas, man. It's too great. It was too great of a sound, too great of an effect when they showed up. I really enjoyed it. I gotta say, here, this may be controversial. I really like the level designs for the most part in Scourge Armagon. I think the level designs there are better than the level designs in a lot of the base stages. They make more sense. I feel like, and maybe that's okay because aren't they designed by like the same people? So it's just stage like level designers with more experience making them. At that point, like I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And the music, it's not that masterful Nine Inch Nails, very industrial stuff, and it's a lot louder. But I've liked the music too for the most part. So Scourge Armagon has been a very, very delightful experience. Just saying. Oh, you know what? I don't think I tweeted out that I started streaming here. Let me go do that. Let me get that link. Boom. Copy. Boom. Let me pop over to like Twitter. Hey, I am live on YouTube right now. Talking nerd stuff and making fun of because we beefing. There we go. That sounds like some drama. That ought to get a couple views to click in here. It's not true at all, but you know, it could be. It could be true. It's not true. Let's see, let me close that. All right, there we go. For the remaster, the spike mines made it impossible for 100% kills. Oh, you're gonna have to explain that one to me. Is it because they didn't count when they blew themselves up, or was it like bad level design where some spike mines never activated or something? Because I could see it going both ways. I can see it absolutely going both different ways. Now let me share screen. I've got a Chrome tab here. I was gonna make a separate video on this, and I decided to hold off and just stream it. So I'm waiting on your answer there, Quake Nerd. In the meantime, we're going to look at this Twitter thread because Tyler makes a great point. Like, if you're backing somebody else's book and you think just because you backed their book that they're obligated to back your book or, you know, any other thing. I was going to okay. Or any other thing, you know, whether it's like follow for follow type scams. Like you see that on Twitter, you see that on Twitch, you see that on YouTube. Like, hey, I'll follow your channel. Hey, it's the Red Avenger. Yeah, I remember you popping in previously. Welcome, Red Avenger. Thank you for choosing to spend some of your precious Wednesday with me. It's the midpoint of the week. It's called Hump Day. And frankly, it's the best day of the week because it's the day I get on here on YouTube and I talk about overpriced bundles of paper. Great times. Let me sit back for a second. Yeah. So, no matter what medium you're in, that you're trying to develop yourself as somebody who does something, trying to gain a following or whatever, you can't expect people, any people, to support you back. You know, I follow a lot of people on humpcatting. Oh my. I follow a lot of people on Twitter. I follow a lot of people on Twitch. I follow a lot of people on, I guess, sub to them on YouTube. Other platforms come in, a lot of Discord servers. And I don't expect anybody to follow me back, anybody to do it, interact with my stuff, which means when somebody does, like over in the chat over here, I'm looking forward to playing it. Don't tell me about it. I don't want to spoil it, at least too much, unless it's like really hard or something, and I need the spoiler to survive. But I got a page here in my notebook where I've written down a bunch of game stuff. Like here, that's a page about Pathfinder. But I got somewhere in here. There's a page about like the Quake secret levels that I wrote down so that I could look it up without having to tab out of the game. Yeah, here it is. So like I have some notes here about how to get to that third stage, but don't tell me anything else. Like I don't want to. Okay, okay. I didn't see your chat till just now. Where was I? Oh yeah, support. Man, I gotta stay on message. So like Ninja Weasel, right down here. You know, he and I go way back. I don't expect him to just automatically like support whatever. I expect him to like put up with me like tagging him on Twitter and stuff. But like beyond that, like I don't really expect him to do anything. So whenever he does, I really appreciate it because he's like, oh man, bro was being super cool. Or like Quake Nerd over there. Like, I don't really know you, but you like when I play Quake, you know? In fact, I think you were watching my Doom stuff before that. And that's really cool. And so when I see you pop in my chat here, or I see you leave a message on Twitter, or not Twitter, on YouTube, or something like that, I really appreciate it because I don't expect you to do that. I don't expect anybody to like go watch my stuff. So when people do, it's always really cool. I mean, that's one way to look at it, but I choose to look at it in the more positive way of being like, hey, you chose to spend your time with me like you're doing right now. You made the deliberate choice to click and come over here and hang out with me for a few minutes. And that's really awesome of you. That is really awesome. So, all of you in the chat, Red Avenger, Ninja Weasel, Quake Nerd, whoever might be out there lurking, thank you. I appreciate it. I got a couple people that actually like sub to me on Twitch, and that's really awesome. I appreciate that. You're not expected to. And if you have like any kind of financial hardship or whatever, I don't want your money. Just the fact that you chose to spend a little bit of time hanging out with me or whatever, like that's plenty. That's amazing. Thank you. So Tyler, not Tyler the creator, but Tyler from Draw and Talk, he's like, hey, if you're out there and you're in this creative business, hold on, we're gonna, and I'll come back to your chat in just a second, quick nerd. If you're in this business and you're like making stuff for people, no matter what it is, whether it's comic books or Doom wads like Quake Nerds do in here, or you're making, videos or music or art or whatever it happens to be, and you hang out with a bunch of other people that do that, one, it's okay to look at that as a networking opportunity and getting to know people in whatever field you're interested in. Like that's fine. That's totally legit. And A plus, you should get to know people a little bit. But what you shouldn't do is buy their thing, whatever they're selling. In this case, we're talking about like support other creators' projects. So we're talking about like Indiegogos and Kickstarters for comic books. So like you go out there and you buy somebody's comic book and you tweet it out and you support them and you support them and you support them, you shouldn't expect them to spend money back. Like I told Brian Ball yesterday, what you're asking in that situation isn't just support, because support is, in my mind, things you can do to help somebody that don't actually cost money. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna get my camera. I'm gonna see if I can get my phone in the StreamYard. That way you can have a face cam. Let's see. How do I even do that? Will it even run on like the phone website, or do I need like a StreamYard app? I should have done this before the stream, but I didn't think I'd want to do it. So now here we are all suffering because I'm like, oh man, let me try this out. Let's see. StreamYard app for broadcast tips and trick. That's StreamYard Live launch notice. Oh, maybe there's not an app. Looks like there's not actually an app for this. So I guess I'll just open up Chrome on my phone and go to StreamYard and see what happens. Chrome exists on this phone, right? I mean, it has to. It's a Android phone. Like, here we go. StreamYard live streaming service. You're gonna call your WAD arch nemesis. Well, that's kind of cool. I like it. I'm hoping I'm picking the right email address here. That account. Try logging in. Well, I would like to log in. Get login code. We send a login to your email. Go put the code in. Okay. God, why you guys make this so complicated? There's a single use access login code. It's a lot easier if I just put a password in. There's fewer steps involved, but okay, guys. Oh, the level, not the whole wad? Okay. And apparently I picked the wrong email account. Okay. Oh, it wants to run out of Brave instead. I don't know if that's going to work or not. Let me try this again. All right, one more try and then I'll give up on this foolish plan of mine. So log out. So it must be my Hotmail that this is tied to? Yeah, it's my Hotmail. Okay. Come on. There it is. Copy. We're doing it live, man. Why try things out before you're live? You don't have a name for the wad yet? Okay. Can I click in here? Enter studio. Tips for mobile. Sure. I have allow mic and cam access until I close the site, I guess. Oh, let's do 24 hours. Allow break. Yeah, okay. The browser's blocked your mic again. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I just allowed it to. Oh my gosh. Well, apparently we're just not doing this today. Apparently we're not just doing what I want to do. Because why do that when you can be more complicated? What if I try a different browser? What if I try built whatever the Samsung built-in browser is? I have no idea what this browser is. New tab. There we go. StreamYard. All right, one more try. One more try. I'll read your chat in just a minute, Ninja Weasel. I saw you say something, but I don't know what it was. Okay, right here. Here we go. Because we're going to do this as jankily as possible. Now, of course, I have used my phone as a webcam before, but I don't want to I don't think I can do that with this setup. So that's why we're having to do it this way. I tapped. What's going on? I got too much stuff open and my phone can't handle it, or what? What's going on here, Paisano? Oh, there we go. Enter studio. Allow access. Allow. Okay. Hey. Oh man, I'm a mess. Bro, I am absolutely a mess and it wants me to hold my phone. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a mess right now. All right, let's see. Don't need the mic on the phone. Let me just pop in here. Enter studio. Oh man. Hey. Oh, sorry. Oh god, I can't mute it all the way. All right. I don't know if you can hear the phone now, but man, ugh, bro, I know that pain. Um, oh, hey, it's a drone talk. Hey, dude, sorry, I was like trying to get the camera on my phone working, and now here we are. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this, but I was gesticulating as I was talking. I'm like, you know what? I should probably gesticulate on camera. So we're gesticulating on camera just a little bit. And no, there's nothing for you to get scared about here because I'm using you as a good example. Like what you're saying here. Where? Oh, you can hear an echo. Hold on. Let me turn the cam off for a second. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Okay, I'm a little further away from the phone now, so hopefully it's okay. I'm trying to be goatee brothers. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But like what Tyler's saying here is exactly correct. So if you're in a community and you're out there and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna back your stuff. Please back my stuff," like that don't fly because what it comes down to is everybody has a certain amount of money, and if you ain't got the money, you can't buy people's stuff. So what I and if there's an echo, I really apologize right now. It can't be helped. I got the thing muted here, but I can't turn the phone volume all the way down. Apparently, I've tried. So even though I'm telling it, yo, no sound, it don't believe me. Um, but what it comes down to is you got like a thing that costs $10, let's say, right? Now, $10 in the grand scheme of things is not a lot of money, but for some people in a particular situation, $10 is a lot of cash. And spending that means that they can't buy lunch. You know, that's a sandwich or two. They just can't do it. You've just stolen their ability to feed themselves by demanding that they back your thing. So if you're going out there and you're like, bro, you got to back my stuff. I backed all of your stuff. That is the absolute wrong approach to take to anything like this. Any creative endeavor, any community endeavor, anything where you got to network with people. It just ain't cool. Don't do it, not even once. Um, there's a lot of creators out there who I think are really cool, who do some cool stuff, who I like, but at the same time, it's things where I'm like, hey, I'm not really interested in actually buying your product. In fact, one of those people was in my chat right now. This guy right here. Like a lot of the stuff Tyler makes is not stuff I jive with. Chefs, for example, I thought that was kind of a stupid concept. No offense, Tyler. No offense, bro. Like, I'm not seeing anything bad about what you got going on. But then you come out with the girl with the mega fist and it promises like fist punching action and stuff, and it's not based around food. I'm on board, which is why I backed it. So there's creators out there whose stuff I think looks cool. Creators out there who are doing some good stuff. Creators out there who I just like, and it's not necessarily stuff I am interested in buying. I just think it looks pretty cool. I hope that makes sense. So I back the people who are doing something that I think is really cool and I want to back. And that's who I end up backing with money. Ninja Weasel, he's on board with the joke. And that's how I roll. Like, I think that's a pretty reasonable position to take. And it's one that everybody should take because you cannot go out there in the world and expect everybody to back your stuff. That's just not how it works. Now, what people can do, and it costs them no money, is hit you with those likes and hit you with those retweets. So when I see stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, let me spread the word about that, I just hit the button. I don't even worry about it. I don't care what people think if I'm retweeting stuff on Twitter. Whatever. So like Marcel Dupre, he just yesterday I think he launched a book, or it was the other day, and he's got like Warbound number 4 coming up or something like that. Like he's gonna like tag me in those. I'm gonna hit that retweet button, and it's just gonna roll. When I see Tyler or Nick Mueller and they're talking about their stuff, even if I haven't bought the stuff, I usually at least hit the like button, and sometimes I'll hit that retweet button because I want to raise awareness. I want them, I want that stuff out there where people can see it, where people can buy it, where people get their hands on it. That way, the people who don't know about it but might be interested can at least see it. It's something I can do to support. Now, one thing, hold on. No, it looks like the thing I was hoping would be discussed here wasn't in here. It must have been something I talked about with Brian on stream. But there's a couple people on Twitter who are like, oh, nobody sees my promo stuff. You post the same godforsaken images every day. You post the same 30 tweets like clockwork every day. I am not going to like that. I am not going to retweet that. It's the same crap every day. Now, if you gave me some stuff that was a little different, you mixed it up a little bit, okay, now we can have like a party. We can actually talk about this. But if you're just doing like the same thing all the time, that don't fly. You know what? Maybe I should mute this microphone and unmute this one. Let's try that out. Let's see what that's like. How can I do that? Oh.
Unmute that? Oh God, it's in my head. Let me take the headset off then. Hopefully I sound okay like this. Cool. The audio's not coming out of the phone anymore. If there was any echo, it's gone now. Boom. Problem solved, at least temporarily. And hopefully the audio quality is okay. Oh man, Dynamite's on. I'll watch that tomorrow. Look at that. Got Sting over here, man. That dude's like 70 and he's still out there wrestling. He's a madman. Yeah, sound all right? Awesome. So yeah, there's a couple people out there on Twitter who just post the same ads every day. And what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do? I can't just hit like on that literally every time you post it. That's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb. If you want me to be able to support you for free, be interesting. That's all I'm asking for. Be interesting. And that can be like you post a dumb meme. I love dumb memes. I'm not going to lie. The dumber, the better. I love them. Absolutely. I will hit like and retweet on that as soon as I get a chuckle out of it. That is a great way to get me, at least, to engage with your content. And I know I'm not the only one that's like that. I know I'm not the only person out there that does that kind of stuff because I like dumb memes. And I had another tweet open here. We're probably not going to bother getting to it because it's not nearly as interesting as this. So kind of the moral of the story is, if you want people to support you, and I'm not really sure what you would consider support. Like for me, support is all that stuff that people can do for free. It's that stuff where people choose to interact with you because they can. Because they can go, oh yeah, you know what? Tyler makes that book about the mega fists. Oh yeah, you know what? Nicholas Mueller's character looks pretty cool, but I don't necessarily know if I'm into this whole Demon Hunter Raven thing. But you know what? I can hit retweet on that. Or like Quake Nerd over here, one of his suggestions for his Doom mod he's working on is FUN. I might play that. I don't have to figure out how to actually do Doom stuff again because it's been so long since I've done it. But, I might actually play that when it's done because I like the guy and it's not going to cost me, $5, $10 or whatever. And it might take me a couple of weeks or even months to get around to it with how my schedule goes sometimes because Lord knows, like Pathfinder Kingmaker set me way behind on everything else I wanted to play because that game just kept going on and on forever. But if you want people to support you, you have to make it so that the stuff you're doing is worth supporting. And if you want people to back you, if you want people to financially contribute to you, you got to really make it worth their while. Whatever you're selling me, like let's say you're making a comic book, right? Here, Batman, Shadow of the Bat. I got this for free. It's from the 75-cent bin, but I got it for the big price of nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you know what? It cost $2.95 in 1994 for this 48-page comic book. A lot of people bought those. You know why they bought them? Because the creators of this book made it worth their time and their money. They were like, yeah, you know what? We're going to sell them this comic book, and this comic book is going to be at least as good as ordering like a 2 cheeseburger combo meal from McDonald's. And it probably is. Like, this is probably out of the stuff I got in the 75-cent fan. This is probably the best thing this week. Like, I know I'm going to end up with a pretty interesting book in there, no matter what it is. So when you start thinking about that, whenever you're asking somebody to back you, you're taking at least one meal away from them, unless it's like 99 cents. Like 99-cent, like indie comic or something, okay, fine. Maybe you don't have to like worry about that too much, but otherwise, your book costs $5. That's a sandwich. Your book costs $10. That's a whole meal. Your book costs $25. You just stole dinner from them. Is the thing you're selling somebody as good as like a decent meal? And if it's not, you should probably make it as good as a decent meal, or you should just realize that people aren't going to back it. But that's all I wanted to say on that particular topic. I know we spent like 20 minutes fiddling with this stupid phone here to get it working, and I know I've got the burning incandescent orb above my head, but that's how I feel. That's what I wanted to say. All right, I'm going to turn the phone off, and we're going to go talk about, wrong way, dude. I'm pointing to the left. Oh, God, it's mirrored or something. Oh, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. But we're going to go over there to that image right there, and that's over here. And we're talking about comic books, the ones I bought this week. So I will see you there in just a second. Oh, no, don't end broadcast. I just want to leave this. How do I leave this? Oh, I can kick myself out, can't I?
There's the mute button. Oh, God. Get. Phone, stop. Stop. How do I stop it? There, did that stop it? Okay, that stopped it. Whew! Oh, we nearly had a disaster there. But stop sharing the screen. Yeah, like that. Thank you. I lost my train of thought because I panicked because the phone was still making noise. I don't remember where I was going with anything, but that's okay. So the point is, if you want people to financially back you as opposed to like spiritually or morally backing you, you got to make sure the stuff that you're selling them is worth it. And there are projects out there that I go, oh man, I really like that or whatever. And then I look at the price tag and it's like, I don't know that I like that for $35 plus shipping. Like there's that value proposition. And if you're not on the right side of the value proposition, ain't nobody going to be valuing your stuff. Let me see what Crazy Rob sent me. Oh, he's thinking about making like a mecha RPG or something. Okay, buddy. I'll talk to him about that in a minute. So, anyway, Batman, Shadow of the Bat. So, every week I get comic books at Graham Cracker Comics. It's a place. It's here in the city. There's also in Chicago. There's one in California too. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There's a page in here somewhere that has that info. In fact, it looks like it's spread over a lot of pages. Yeah. So they're all over the place, especially if you're in the Chicago area. I've been to some of these too. I was in Chicago for a conference and I went to the one in Downers Grove. Yeah, I remember that store. I think I've been to this one too, the Wheaton one, because that was not that far away. I haven't been to the Chicago Loop. Isn't there just a page in here that has like the whole listing? I can just show that. And you see, this is something I don't have to do. I absolutely don't have to do this, but I like graham crackers. I like the store. I like my shop man, Sean. Marietta, California, Normal, Illinois. I haven't been to that one yet. Normal's kind of out of the way. Wow, used to they had like a page that had all of the stores in one spot. Anyway, they're all over Chicago. But you go to a Graham Cracker Comics and you get 3 books for free out of the 75-cent bin. It used to be the 50-cent bin, then inflation jacked the price up. And this was in the bin. It's in actually pretty good shape. There's like a little corner crink here, sort of. You can kind of see it. But otherwise, like, the book's in pretty good shape. And I'm reasonably sure that I'm going to enjoy it because it's a Batman story, especially a Batman story from the 90s. It looks like it's got Azrael in it. I'm just kind of, yeah, there we go. Looking really awesome. It's printed on some like dope matte finish paper. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, dude. This guy looks really goofy, but I totally love the swinging the sledgehammer at Azrael while the guy like uh chop blocks him from behind. Like, there you go. You want to take out the bat? Get that sledgehammer teamwork going. Oh, look at this dude's face right here. He's about to have a heart attack because the Batman is after him. So I'm reasonably sure that I'm going to enjoy that book. More than that, I'm reasonably sure that I'm going to enjoy it for a lot better than the price of nothing. I guess really it's like the price of driving over there, which with how gas prices are these days, whoo, lordy. That's really all I got to say about that. It's just whoo. As Rex Scar would say, sheesh. Just having a little drink of tea. All right. Now we got also this. I got it because it was a Malibu book. Oh, dude, the frame rate looks really bad in my StreamYard window. Hopefully, it looks okay in reality. But I was like holding this up, and it was like I was in like 1 frame per second. That's kind of miserable. Whatever. We're just looking at static images anyway. It's not like it really matters. So I got this because it's a Malibu book, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should complete like my Malibu collection. And hey, somebody's got having like some lovely dreams over here. Hello, ladies. Hubba hubba. This is the life. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something important? Hmm. Oh, and then we got like mermaids and stuff. Like, this looks like a really weird book. What kind of drugs was Norm Brayfogle smoking? He was smoking frash right there. You saw it here first. Norm Brayfogle's frash. I don't know anything about this book. I just saw it and thought it was interesting. On a similar note, I saw this and I was like, what is going on with this cover? This is wild. It's making me feel like I'm tripping out. This is The Light and Darkness, where I don't know anything about this. I've seen a couple of these books in the 75-cent bin, so it must not be well regarded. It's from Marvel's creator owned imprint. But I'm looking at this, and this looks like some absolutely crazy stuff. This looks like some Euro comic kind of thing. So maybe this is going to turn out to actually be kind of cool. Like, that looks really cool right there. This dude up here, I dig it. Light warriors, quench them. I want my weapons. Arr! Get the ship moving, Huff. We're sitting ducks. It looks kind of fun. It looks kind of fun. So maybe it will turn out to be okay. I don't know. We'll give it a read. See what we think. Maybe I'll do a review on it. But that was the free stuff I got. Now, the unfree stuff, the stuff I actually paid for, I bought some stuff, of course. I probably wouldn't have made the trip if I had literally nothing to buy. So I bought some stuff. Why is this frame rate? Oh my God, that looks terrible. Well, we'll try to wrap this up here in a few minutes then. But first book I bought. Now I went into this expecting this, The Waters of Candling #1, to just be another kind of throwaway thing, like that one where they had like the bard guy, and it was just like, why does this exist? This is terrible. Well, it wasn't really terrible. Why does this exist? It serves no purpose whatsoever. Cool, right? Well, turns out I really enjoyed the first one. I got to pause for a second. I am making my voice go hoarse. I should probably stop drinking, just tea and coffee and probably have some water at some point in my life. But I don't know. I don't trust water. It's too clear. It's like Sprite. You can't really trust it. You need a little something in there to kind of let you know that you can trust it. But I was saying, like, I thought issue 1 was going to be just trash, and it turns out issue 1 was a lot of fun. The stuff that happened in it was pretty cool. And dude, I just like flipped this open, and we've got like, I guess this is Eric Keene. I'm not sure, but that's probably an ornithopter, and it's hanging out, and the city is burning. That's awesome. What are we flipping over to now? Ooh, angry Gurney Halleck. I don't know. When I think of Gurney Halleck, man, I think of Patrick Stewart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just burned in my brain that Gurney Halleck is Patrick Stewart. And so whenever I see Gurney Halleck and it's not Patrick Stewart, it just don't work for me. Oh, she's looking pretty good. So anyway, they're the whole thing, the whole Canley thing. Gurney Halleck is trying to get revenge, and that's what this whole book is about. And I love revenge stories. Charles Bronson, basically like made a whole career out of making revenge movies, and they're all pretty fun, except maybe Death Wish 4 or Death Wish 3. But before that, you had great stuff. You had Mr. Majestic, you had Death Wish, like lots of really great movies. Uh, and this is like a revenge film in comic book form. So I am totally on board with it, and I want to read this thing. But of course, I got last week's books to read still too. Why? Why me? Book number 2, and once again, Marvel's printing quality is terrible because the cover paper is the same as the interior stock. Yeah, it's the same coating. Savage Avengers number 2. Now, issue 1 ended up with like some crazy stuff where Conan was sword fighting Deathlock, and Deathlock was from the future or whatever. I don't know what any of that's about. But it was really cool. It was full of like murdering ninjas and cultists and robots and all kinds of stuff. And I cracked this open in the shop. There it is. There's the page I cracked it open to. And we have a giant armored dinosaur fighting Elektra. Why? I don't know, but we do. And frankly, all I've ever really wanted to see in my life was superheroes battling dinosaurs. And this book is delivering it to me. So hopefully, the book keeps up the crazy tempo it had in the first issue, where it's just absolutely, completely full of violence. Jimmy Page did the sound. I don't think you need to say that Jimmy Page was the guitarist for Led Zeppelin. I think I probably shouldn't assume that. A lot of people know who Jimmy Page is. I don't really remember the soundtrack for Death Wish or Death Wish 2. Those movies are such complete experiences. Everything about them, the visual direction, the acting, the audio direction, the music, like it all just like pulls you right in, and it doesn't let you go. Like you just get it. At least I do when I watch those. They're such perfect movies. They're one of those rare things, Death Wish 1 and 2, where you end up with like the perfect movie pair. It's got a beginning and it's got an ending. And there never should have been a Death Wish 3. Death Wish 2 should have been it. Oh my gosh. Just crazy dinosaur combat. I'm just sold on this book. What? Oh, that must be Weapon H over there? It's got claws. Why does he have like wings and stuff? Like, what is even going on here? It was to expect the unexpected. Yeah. Yeah, I would say unexpected. Why is the giant Wolverine Hulk guy got wings? Like, this doesn't make any sense at all. Somehow I changed my gamma frequency and it turned me into this. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Whatever. You guys are just making stuff up now. Wait, this is comic books. They were always making stuff up. You guys are really making stuff up now. That's all I got to say. Oh, man, I got this leftover strawberry kiwi drink. Let me have a sip of this. Don't mind me. It's just a little strawberry kiwi. Oh, man, that's good stuff. I don't know if you've ever had this brand, but like these things are like totally dope. They used to have a flavor, if I remember right, called Cherimoya Punch, and it was sublime. That stuff was really good. The strawberry kiwi is nice, but it's not as nice as that Cherimoya Punch because Cherimoya tastes like an apple pear banana, but mostly an apple pear. Really good stuff. I don't like this design for Cloak, man. It doesn't work for him. Let's go back to the cover. Like, I don't like Cloak with the shaved whatever is going on with her hair there. Like, that's kind of lame. And she's lost the cross. Basically, her outfit made like a dagger down the front. There was like the blade and then the cross guard, and that's like lost in this design. Her costume reflected her name, is all I'm saying. Like, it was pretty cool, and they could have done that here. Like, maybe I had something that went across like this, and then you could have like the plunge down the cleavage, and then like a cross guard with the material or something. Like, that could have looked cool, but that's not what they chose to do. And Cloak is back there, just looking like Cloak, man. Dude's freaky, and I love him. I have enjoyed those two characters since I was a kid. I got high hopes that Savage Avengers #2, which is really issue 30, there they go with that stupid legacy numbering stuff again, is going to be dope. The last book I got was a romantic comedy. As you all probably know, if you've been hanging out around here long enough, I enjoy Mirka Andolfo's art. So, of course, Paprika #10. Yeah. Now, I got to be real careful when I open this up that I don't open it up to something that's a little too oogie boogie. And we look okay. So I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've read issue 9. I don't remember. Maybe I did. I have to go look. But Dill has his little dog, and the dog is adorable, and he's always taking pictures of it. And that was one of the first things I ever saw was in the promo art for this was Mirka had done this little, basically like one panel comic strip for them, and Paprika, who's on the cover, was like sitting there working, and there's a little, I guess it was a 2 panel comic, and there's a little text bubble, and Dill was saying like all kinds of stuff. And then she looks over her shoulder, and Dill was saying all the little cutesy things that she thought were directed at her to the super cute little dog. Because look at that little dog. It's just too cute. It's just too cute. Way too cute. Monstrously cute. But I love it. Like, it's adorable. His relationship with the dog, like, this kind of reminds me of me and Phantom, because Phantom was adorable. She's a little monster. She was adorable. And that is definitely the face I made sometimes when I was hanging out with her. Like, it's just like, I can't stand it. You're too cute. You're too sweet. I love you, you stupid little dog. But looks like he's flying somewhere because last we saw, Paprika was going after Zatar here. Paprika's ex-boyfriend was hanging out, and this is all kinds of crazy, crazy shenanigans. It's sweet. It's cute. And it changes styles when necessary to go from something reasonable, like stylized, but kind of like realistically so, like her over here, to just like over the top, ridiculous, crazy, crazy, fiery, death carnage stuff with the change in style. Like, it's great. The book keeps you on your toes. None of these have ever really like felt slow or anything. They've always felt like, hey, this is a pretty fun read because you're laughing, you're smiling, you're shaking your head at the book. Good times. Good times. And that is everything I bought this week. Plus, he had no bags, so he wrapped my books in a flyer. He said he was going to get bags this weekend when he goes down to Chicago to pick up special orders and stuff. So we'll see if he has any bags next week. I'm gonna put a thing on my to-do list to actually get some bags and take them with me, so that the man is not bagless when he's trying to sell me his comic books. It's like, Sean, dude, your store is like 2 door fronts down from a dollar store. Like, you can probably go buy a big bag full of bags for like $1, dude. But whatever. So we're gonna wrap up here. Ninja Weasel, Quake Nerd, Red Avenger, Tyler from Draw and Talk. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me for a little while. I appreciate it. Much love. Sorry for the weird, random technical difficulties in the middle. I was not prepared to do the thing I ended up trying to do, and that's just life sometimes. So you all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, you all take care of yourselves and have a thumbs up, just for good measure. Like, just in case you were going through your life and thinking, boy, I could really use a thumbs up to pick me up. You got one right now from me, the thumbs up guy. Hey, it's your boy, the thumbs up guy. Bye bye.